Let's talk about another validation parameter of a level. This one is the profit margin. This one is very important as well. It has to do with the room that we have to an opposing zone. Okay, that is, if we are taking a trade on the daily, we need to have a daily demand area along. We need to have at least a 3-to-1 profit margin for higher odds. We don't want to have any obstacle in the middle on that same time frame, as you can read here, or a higher time frame zone. That is, I want that is at least 3-to-1 imbalance, 3-to-1 profit margin, sorry, 3-to-1 profit margin until it hits an opposing area of supply in that same time frame or one higher time frame area of supply, that is the weekly. We want at least 3-to-1. Okay, so we've got here same chart on the daily. Then let's take a look at the weekly. We've got the weekly, and at the moment we had an area over here of supply. Why? Because we had this trend line over here. It was broken. Okay, so at the moment when we were there, we hit that area of supply, and if we start taking the CPs from down there, the wow long there that didn't trigger and all that, so if we start trading from down here, we want at least 3-to-1. That is, if the level of imbalance, like down here, okay, down here, if the level is got a width of 41 pips, I need at least 3 times that size. That is 120 or more. Okay, if you want a 3-to-1 exit and the opposing area is a 3-to-1 exit, you need at least one more R risk reward in order to have a 3-to-1 exit, because what you don't want is to exit at the proximal line right at 3-to-1. You want a little bit more room, so you exit before the opposing area is reached. Okay, so if we are here and we create the imbalance, then do we have 3-to-1 to the opposing area of supply, valid supply? Yes, we do have. Well, you can say no, we don't have. Why? Because we have a level here. Okay, so if we measure from here to here, 41 to there, more or less 3-to-1. But the thing is, you can say yes, this is a 3-to-1 more or less, or but it's too close and all that. But then we have another variable that we will cover in the next videos that talks about the time of the zone, number of candles of the zone, and this is more than 5-6 candles, so this level will be lower probability. Okay. Also, a weekly area of demand is in control, so when a weekly area of demand is in control, the probabilities are higher for longs and not for shorts. Moreover, if the short has got a lot, the supply area has got a lot of trading in the zone. Okay, the lower it is in the curve, on the weekly curve, the higher probability for longs and not for shorts. So we will cover that later. So this level over here, as per the Bayesian thing, will not be there. So we would have a lot of room, okay, to rally. So if you are measuring to the opposing area of supply there on the weekly, then you can say you've got a lot of profit margin over there. So now price rallies, okay, it rallies and creates new levels over there. Do we have room from there to the higher time frame zone? We take a look at the weekly. After it breaks higher, this rally base rally, we've got a lot of room to reach that area, that proximal line over there. So when we, let me modify this, put 2 lines so we can see that area as well. So from here to here, we've got a lot of profit margin. Remember, we can measure that on the same time frame we are using, or a high time frame zone. It all depends on the bigger picture. We will cover that, okay, later. So do we have now, when price starts dropping and removes the S area of demand, do we have room to the opposing area of supply on the daily? Remember that once a trend line is broken, like that, all the levels are in between CPs and all that. These are lower probability. So when we score them with the departure, time out level, location, high in the curve, and all that, these levels will be scored lower and they have lower probability of holding, whereas these are new levels and they are higher probability because they are now progressing and reacting to a higher time frame area of supply, and we have not reached the same higher time frame area of demand, opposing area of demand, in this case the weekly. Okay, I'm not showing the multiple time frames one to the side of side by side as one of you requested on a message, because that will make me much lower. So we have the rectangle reader indicator displaying those zones with the color codes. We should know about them. Okay, it's faster like this. Otherwise, having several charts here will be a little bit messy and slower for me. So we were talking about that. We want profit margin. So from here, let's analyze. If this is there's a lot of trading here in the zone, and these zones are called lower because they are CPs against the trend, do we have a lot of profit margin until we hit the opposing area, valid area on a higher time frame area of demand? Where do we have demand? From here down there? Yes, we do have. So when we take the daily here short, we have a lot of room until we hit that area. So the profit margin is not measured only on the time frame, anti-time frame, okay, but also we have to look at the realignment rules and the sequence and see what is the bigger picture. Okay, here the bigger picture is up because price is trending up. On the weekly, we have that descending trend line broken, and a weekly area of supply is in control. Also on the monthly, as you can see here. So we've got a lot of profit margin until we apply again the realignment rules. Weekly area of demand here, price could be rallying again from there. Okay, so profit margin, there is a plenty of profit margin on one higher time frame area. So if we take lower time frame areas of supply on the way down, we will be taking smaller risk, dollar risk trades with drilling down the entries to 4 hour or the daily, and a lot of room to move, okay, from one area to the opposing area. Okay, this is how the profit margin is defined. Okay, we have to apply a combination of anti-time frame and then the sequence, the whole sequence and realignment parameters as per the lesson and the rules that we have laid out. Okay, so this is how the profit margin works. Remember, it is preferable, it is advisable that if you on your trading plan you have an exit of 3-to-1 on each level or 4-to-1 of risk reward, you need to add one more R. If I want to have an exit of 3-to-1, I need to have at least 4. If I want to have an exit of 6-to-1, I need to have 7. Okay, because we don't want to exit right at the proximal line of a level. We want to exit a few pips higher. So if the 3-to-1 is right there at the proximal line, then we have a problem because we might miss we might not take the 3-to-1s and price the exit could be missed. Okay, sometimes the level price drops and falls short of a few pips and then rallies, and you even have you give away most of your pips because you didn't have your take profit set at the appropriate price area. Okay, this is it. Thanks a lot.